What is up? Welcome to Backstage Pass. I'm Danny Deathwish, and today we're going to be talking about the road to Primetime Wrestling. I'm super excited about this because I love Primetime Wrestling. I love professional wrestling in general, but this weekend is going to be a great weekend, March 13th and 14th at the Civic Center. Let's talk about the road to Primetime. What's up? Welcome to the episode 1 of Backstage Pass. I'm the man with the plan, Danny Deathwish. Today, we're going to be talking about what's going on this weekend, March 13th and 14th for Primetime Wrestling. It's going to be an amazing weekend. We got lots of action coming up for you guys on the weekend. So we are going to jump into this and see what's going on with Primetime Wrestling this weekend. So we got a couple great matches, and it's a night loaded of action. The card is loaded. It's going to be at the Prince George Civic Center, March 13th and 14th. Titles are going to be online. Live rivalries are heating up, and balance of power is shifting here at Primetime. We're going to break down the full card for you guys right now. So let's jump into it. So we got a lot of action going on here at Primetime Wrestling. Night 1, March 13th. It's going to be Friday the 13th, actually. So that's kind of a thing to know here. Friday the 13th, it's going to be the Butcher versus Battle Wasp. The Cara Bruisers are putting their tag team titles on the line against Midnight Vice, and the heavyweight championship is on the line with Andy Anderson versus a legend in Canadian professional wrestling, Scotty Mack. So the first match that I want to talk about with you guys is the Butcher versus the Battle Wasp. This is going to be a classic match versus speed and violence and power, and it's going to be can the Battle Wasp avoid the Butcher's grasp? The Butcher is kind of a psychotic kind of wrestler. If you've never seen the Butcher, you got to get out there and check him out. The last time I saw him, he was whacking himself in the head with a kendo stick. He's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. The Butcher will do anything it takes to beat the Battle Wasp. He said he's going to cut his wings off so he can't fly, and I think that's really what the Butcher's got to do here if he wants to win this matchup, is cut down a Battle Wasp where he is most powerful, and that is his speed. The Battle Wasp has a lot of speed. He's a lucha libre kind of wrestler. His hometown is unknown, but he's a high speed striker. He's got agility, aerial movements, just like what you would expect from any kind of luchador. He's known for his speed and his striking ability. And he can be dangerous when he can dictate the pace and keep the distance with the Butcher. But the Butcher's got some things of his own, because one of the most physically dominant wrestlers here in Primetime is the Barlow Creek Butcher. He recently debuted a new mask and a new darker persona. He's on a tear. He's got that meat cleaver with him. Hopefully he doesn't have that at ringside. We never know what's going to happen with this guy. He is a dangerous person, and he's formed a dangerous alliance with Bubba Sawyer as well. So you got to watch out for him at ringside. We never know when he's going to show up. If he even is going to show up here tonight, I don't know. We're not too sure. But, in a recent matchup, the Butcher did overpower Braden Goss in his recent matchup. So the Butcher's strategy here is wear out his opponents with relentless power and offense, but you're going to go up against the aerial striker and the honeycomb hero, the Battle Wasp. So it's going to be a great matchup there for you guys. So that's going to be an amazing matchup. I'm really looking forward to that one as well. Then we got the tag team championships on the line here with Braden Goss and Sean Gaston, the Midnight Vice versus the Cara Bruisers. This one's going to be an awesome match as well. Cara Bruisers are a dominant tag team, high energy, hard hitting, looking to prove they're the best team in Primetime, and they have proven it by becoming the tag team champions. But can they keep their belts? That's what we're all wondering. And against Midnight Vice, they're hungry challengers, they're veterans in the business, and they're unpredictable, right? And the titles could change hands here in this matchup. For the first part of Midnight Vice is Braden Goss. He's a Canadian wrestler. He's a legend here. He's a veteran in the sport as well. He was trained under Lance Storm and mentored by Vance Nevada. He's won multiple championships in the Western Canadian circuit, and he has been recently showed a bit of an attitude change joining Midnight Vice. So that attitude and that veteran skill is going to really be able to put up a fight here against the Cara Care Bruisers. Sean Gaston is no schlub either. He's a rule breaker. He's known for breaking the rules to gain an advantage. He recently aligned with Vance Nevada as his manager. He uses distractions, outside interference. So you're always going to see some sneaky tactics from Sean Gaston. But hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes to win. The competition is so fierce here at Primetime. They got to do what you got to do to get yourself over, to get yourself to the top. And that's exactly what Sean Gaston has proven to be doing each and every time we see him wrestle here in Primetime. But you got his opponents here with the Care Bruisers. Now, Donnie Brooks, one part of the Care Bruisers, he's a technical wrestler. He's a counter wrestler. He's a high flyer sometimes. He's known for his quick transitions, his counters. He's very strong technical wrestling foundation. So if you like technical wrestling, you're going to love seeing, Donnie Brooks, the Slim Reaper, jump into the ring. It's going to be an amazing match. It's always going to be fast-paced, action-packed when you see, a man like Donnie Brooks in the ring in dangerous and long matches where strategy becomes key. That's where Donnie Brooks really shows his skills. So if the Midnight Vice think they're gonna out time these guys, or they're gonna wear them out, you got to look out for Donnie Brooks. He's gonna be the one that's gonna keep this match going when it's going along longer than you wish. So if that was kind of a strategy for Midnight Vice, I think again with Donnie Brooks. And then we got Rebel Knoxville, one half of the tag team champions. He's known for his aggressive striking techniques and his toughness. This guy is tough as nails. I've seen him fly off the top rope out to the outside of the ring. He does some crazy things. He's also willing to do anything he can, especially when titles on the line. You got to really watch out for these guys because they're going to be giving you some amazing action. He's known for his aggressiveness, his striking, and recently competed in singles against Sean Gaston. So they have a little bit of a history here. This is going to be an amazing tag team match. I cannot wait to get out there and see this one on March 13th. So it's going to be awesome too. And then we got the big match. The heavyweight championship is on the line with Andy Anderson, the God of Thunder. This guy is a powerhouse. If you've never seen this guy in person, it is a sight to behold. The God of Thunder is always there to put on raw power and dominance in any match. And he's going to be defending his throne against the ultimate challenger, one of Canadian professional wrestling's legends, Canadian legends, especially. He's a veteran technical wrestler. His name is Scotty Mack. He's highly respected veteran competitor around Canada and around the world, decades of experience across the Canadian wrestling scene. He's known for his wrestling IQ and his pacing and control. So if Andy Anderson thinks he's going to outsmart this guy, I don't think so. Two veterans in the ring. It's going to be such a great battle of wits and also a great battle of strength as well. And Scotty Mack actually holds a rare distinction because he's defeated the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Yes, not very many people here at Primetime can say that, but Scotty Mack has defeated Kurt Angle in a match before. So, if you're looking for a veteran, you don't have to look far because Scotty Mack is a veteran and a legend in the Canadian wrestling scene. He's a dangerous challenger because of experience and his composure. He's able to stay calm in this. And I'm sure Scotty Mack's going to be a fan favorite to walk away with gold, but you can't put Andy Anderson to the side because he's going to be a dangerous competitor there for Scotty Mack. I do think so myself. Oh, and then that is night number one. So you went to night number one, you had an amazing experience, but guess what? There's 2 nights of action here with Primetime Wrestling. So March 14th, we're going to see Vicky Vicious versus Santania. We're going to see Scotty Mack back again against Braden Goss. And we're going to have this long-awaited tag team grudge match, Dean Holstein versus and the Intensive Care Bear versus Edward Wild III and Andy Anderson. Plus, if you're a VIP, if you get there early and you get the VIP tickets, you get a VIP battle royal, and you're going to see a new VIP champion crowned after Edward Wild so graciously threw the VIP championship in the trash a couple last week. So we have a lot of things going on March 14th. So if you think you had a great time, you had an awesome time, the action was awesome, you're not going to want to miss out on the action on March 14th because you're going to get the first matchup. One of the matches we have here is Scotty Mack versus Braden Goss. And like I said, Scotty Mack is a veteran here in the sport. He's a dangerous challenger because of his experience and his composure. He's a veteran here. He's got raw strength and intensity, and he's looking to make a statement here in Primetime. And a statement can be made if he can get through the main character, Braden Goss. He's a technical wizard, cunning and calculated. He has standards. He takes no shortcuts, no excuses. He's a mean, tough competitor, and he's just joined up with Vance Nevada. So we always have him in his corner as well. So this is going to be an amazing matchup. Two veterans going at it, and the clash of styles, the power versus technical. This match could steal the show on night number 2, and I'm really looking forward to this because both these men are veterans, Canadian and the Canadian wrestling scene and across the world, and they got a lot of experience, and it's going to be a great match. You don't want to miss out this one. One half of Midnight Vice, Braden Goss, and who knows if you're walking in with a little bit of tag team gold wrapped around his waist from the matchup earlier the night before. So that's going to be an amazing matchup as well. But you can't put this match to the side either. It's going to be Vicky Vicious versus Santania. Vicky Vicious is an aggressive competitor. She's known for aggressive physical offense. She brings high energy and intensity into every single match she jumps into. She thrives in chaotic environments and fast-paced bouts. She's based out of Alberta, but she's trying to push her way across the Canadian wrestling scene. She's quickly became a primetime favorite here, and Vicky Vicious, you can't take her eye off the prize here when she's facing Santania, the Lucha Libre legend. She's psychological, unpredictable, known for her chaotic and unpredictable behavior. She uses intimidation, mind games against her opponents, and matches often become wild and unpredictable. And those are the kind of matches I love. I love the wild and unpredictable matches. And if you're looking for a wild, unpredictable match, you're not going to want to miss Vicky Vicious versus Santania in this matchup. And my pick's going to be on Vicky Vicious. I think Vicky Vicious is hungry. She wants to make a name for herself, but we can't put Santania to the side. You never know what's going to happen. It's going to be unpredictable and wild in that matchup there for in Primetime Wrestling. And then we have the tag team collision that everyone's been waiting for. It's highly anticipated since what went down last time at Primetime Wrestling. We're going to be talking about what are the events of last time that led up to this match in a little while after we go through these matches. But this is going to be an amazing match. We got the Powerhouse Alliance, Big Danny Dean Holstein, and the intensive Care Bear, Big John Gillespie, and versus the unlikely duo, Edward Wild III and Andy Anderson. And can the heavyweight champion coexist with a man who wants his spot? We always have to think that in our mind. Is Edward Wild really happy being just the Northwestern champion? I know he's young, he's hungry, and he might be looking to take that belt from Andy Anderson eventually. So maybe this could be a setup. Who knows? Can these two men get along enough to take on Dean Holstein in the intensive care bear? Because you can't take your eyes off the prize, especially with these two men. Now, John Gillespie is really a big fan favorite here at Primetime Wrestling. He's been wrestling for a little while now. John Gillespie was the Northwestern champion. He got that championship taken away, so he's got a bit of a grudge against Edward Wild III, who was holding his championship belt as well. So this is going to be an amazing match. Dean Holstein is also one of these wrestlers that really has something going on for him as well. He's a Canadian legend. He's started wrestling a little bit later in his career, but he is looking to make a name for himself here at Primetime Wrestling. And one of the best ways to do it is to take on Edward Wild and Andy Anderson in this amazing tag team match up where we're going to be seeing all these things. And you got to always wonder as well about Vance Nevada going into this match as well, because Vance Nevada is going to be on the outside of the ring. He's going to be doing all sorts of things that we can't take that for granted as well, that Vance Nevada is not going to be coming in here and maybe taking advantage of them not paying attention, maybe trying to mess with Dean Holstein and Big John. And a couple of things that we want to know about Dean Holstein as well. He's a Canadian professional wrestler, and he's joined Primetime here. He's a heavyweight champion, captures the title in Okotoks early 2026. He's a 3-time Community Chaos champion, regained his title in March 2026 after a surprise appearance disguised as a 300-pound gorilla. Maybe we'll see that disguise on that night. Also, he has previously held CWE tag team titles with his partner, Robbie Royce. These guys are going to be a great tag team. Big John Gillespie, former Northwestern champion, and Dean Holstein versus Andy Anderson, Edward Wild III. It's going to be a great matchup there as well. So that's awesome. Also, don't miss out on the VIP Battle Royal. It's an over-the-top, one winner takes all, total chaos. The winner takes home the VIP championship. In this match, I think that likely strategy goes out the window. We're going to have to watch for the quiet ones, the ones that wait wait in the corner, because that's definitely what I would do. I would just wait in the corner until everyone kind of ran out of steam, and then I would take my shot at the VIP championship. But that's just me. I'm a little sneaky sometimes. But there's one thing that you really got to look for in this VIP championship, battle royal, is the return of the one and only Charles Brown. One of the most compelling stories we've heard in primetime events is return of Charles Brown, a talented young competitor who spent his last 2 years largely sidelined while battling unexplained neurological issues that cause epileptic-type symptoms. He's been in the hospital. He's been going back and forth from his hometown, Prince George, to Vancouver, and it's been a long road for him to come back. But now, after one of the toughest fights of his life outside the ring, Brown steps inside the ring and back into competition, and the VIP Battle Royal could be the moment that launches his comeback. And if you want to read more about the amazing comeback story of Charles Brown, you can check out the PG Daily News. They did a news story on him, and it's just an amazing story for that. So you don't want to miss out Charles Brown in the VIP Battle Royal. There's also going to be plenty of other primetime competitors to check out there. So that is the road to primetime. Those are the matches. I'm so excited. I'll be there on night number 2 on March 14th, trying to get some interviews and talking to wrestlers and just hanging out with you guys. So that's going to be awesome as well. But we all to make this really, really sink in, I want to kind of recap the aftermath of the last event we had here at primetime. Northwestern Championship. John Gillespie at the time was the Northwestern champion. On night 1, he defeated Sean Gaston in a hard-hitting contest. John Gillespie proved why he is the standard bearer here at primetime. Despite Gaston's technical prowess, the champion's resilience secured that victory. John Gillespie, on night number 1, he held his championship. The monster Big Daddy Dean Holstein arrived. Massive debut that shook the arena to its core. Holstein didn't just win, he dismantled his opponent with terrifying ease. And some people say, I've never seen power like that in primetime ring. And I agree with that. The entire heavyweight division got put on notice with Big Daddy Dean Holstein, and he's coming back this weekend as well. The Butcher was also there. Butcher's one of my favorite wrestlers. The Brother Creed Butcher returned with sadistic new attitude and a terrifying new look. Accompanied by Bubba Sawyer, he decimated the competition in short order, and a force of nature that cannot be stopped. The heavyweight division also has been put on notice with the Butcher. Is the Butcher going to go for a championship here in primetime? Another one? Who knows? Maybe he'll go for that heavyweight championship sooner or later. The King stays on his throne. Andy Anderson defeats Brandon Van Helyen, and Van Helyen threw everything at him at the champion, but the God of Thunder refused to stay down, and a devastating powerbomb sealed the deal. And the winner of that night was Andy Anderson, winning that night there against Van Helyen. We also had the Hall of Fame. Vance Nevada, a career defined by grit, passion, and excellence. They honored the true icon of Canadian professional wrestling. And the final bell tolled in an emotional main event. Vance Nevada put his 30-year career on the line against Edward Wild III. Despite his heroic effort, the wrestler of the year ended the legend's in-ring career. Thank you, Vance Nevada. What a way to go out. Vance Nevada, but he's still around because he is helping Edward Wild now. So he's been put to the side in ring, but we're going to see him outside the ring, and that's going to be a dangerous thing for primetime wrestling. And there was some Northwestern chaos. So Edward Wild stole the gold in a match that broke down in absolute bedlam. Edward Wild seized the moment when the referee got distracted and bodies everywhere. He capitalized to steal the victory. Opportunistic, yes. Champion, of course. Undeniably, Edward Wild III leaves night 2 with the gold. He's the Northwestern champion, and there was a shocking alliance that was made as well. Just 24 hours after the emotional retirement, Vance Nevada returned, not as a hero, but as the manager for Sean Gaston and helping out Edward Wild, who later joined him as well in this crazy alliance. And the crowd is in absolute shock. The Hall of Famer has turned his back on the fans to align with Gaston and Edward Wild III. There was more action in primetime. The Slim Reaper defeated Baden Goss. Sean Gaston defeated Rebel Knoxville, and the Butcher defeated the one and only Charles Brown. Like I said, there was some more chaos in the main event. Andy Anderson versus Dean Holstein. It was a highly anticipated match. The heavyweight title match descended to absolute bedlam, ending with Anderson retaining the gold and, coming out as champion. And he's going to have to, answer to that sooner or later. So a new era a new era also started when we met a Los Incantables. The landscape has shifted here at Primetime, and it's a legendary alliance. We really got to watch out for these guys. These are 5 of the most powerful men here in Primetime, and they're putting everyone on notice. The Northwestern champion, Edward Wild III. We got Andy Anderson, the heavyweight champion. Midnight Vice will be coming out as the tag team champions alongside the mastermind Vance Anata, Mr. Beefy Goodness himself. Vance Anata is a new manager on a path of destruction. Edward Wild, the wrestler of the year, now the Northwestern champion. He's on a roll, and he's going to keep that roll going with this group as well. This faction is going to be something that we're going to really have to keep an eye on here at Primetime Wrestling. Braden Goss and Sean Gaston are also Midnight Vice formed a new tag team alliance. Will they come out with the tag team gold? Who knows? And Andy Anderson, the heavyweight champion, stands against a rising tide of enemies here at Primetime Wrestling. So that's what I got for you. That's what's going on at Primetime Wrestling this weekend, March 13th and 14th. I'll be there on the 14th, and I'm going to be talking to people, getting interviews, those kinds of things. So keep your eyes on Backstage Pass. We do this every single week, every single Wednesday. We go live and have a new video up for you guys every Friday. This is wrestling's best kept secret. This is Backstage Pass. Thank you so much for joining me. Share this video if you liked it. Share it with a wrestler you know. Share it with a fan who doesn't know anything about Primetime Wrestling, or maybe you're just learning about yourself. Check out March 13th, March 14th at the Civic Center. You can get your tickets at Goblin Games, 365 George Street, also at Circle Western Wear, 323 Reed Street, or online at ticketseller.ca. Get your tickets before they sell out. Get those VIP tickets. There's always something awesome going on in the VIP. There's matches, there's meet and greets, there's all sorts of great things happening in that VIP section as well of the show. So anyways, guys, see you guys later. I'm Danny Deathwish. This has been Backstage Pass. I'll see you guys in the next one.